Welcome in the shop today. We have a Chevy Blazer EV SS. So a little bit more rare, coming in for a full front end on PPF is what we're doing. So we're gonna be protecting all these areas up front here. We're gonna be going through the hood and the fenders as well. And making sure that it's just getting protected from like all the rock chips, bugs, things like that. And you'll see that there's already some bug buildup that has etched its way into the paint already. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna be prepping it. So we're gonna be polishing it before we actually get ready to go and putting on the film. And that way it's looking its best and it's protected for years to come. So some of the tools that we're gonna be using today. One, we have our keg. This one's actually pretty cool. So this is gonna have like our slip solution that's in here. This one's great because this is actually battery powered. It's an airless tank. We don't have to worry about always repressurizing it. This is cool. This is a homemade one, did it myself. Honestly, it makes installing PPF a million times easier. And it's ready to go. And then last, we also have our hot water tack. So we get this sucker going pretty hot. We get it boiling, and everything that we use, right? We use reverse osmosis water. We're using pure water for our installs to make sure nothing's mineralizing or anything like that after it dries. This is our reverse osmosis system. So pretty cool. Another homemade built one that I did. A lot of times, you just do your research to be able to find stuff and make it. This is really great. So we have our TDS meter, which is total dissolved solids meter. So that's measuring all the bad minerals, things like that in the water that you don't want for doing work on vehicles. It's just going to make life a lot easier with your chemicals. Your chemicals are going to work better, all that type of stuff. But it's pretty cool. So you got your pump, you got your carbon filter, your sediment filter, and then you have your big reverse osmosis membrane that's in there. And that's gonna get us down, every time down to 0 or 1 on the TDS meter, which is totally fine for everything that you're doing. We just wanna really probably keep that below 10. That's when you can kind of start noticing some stuff. It's also great for doing final rinses, all that type of stuff as well. So that's what we're gonna be using today. 3 days later, and we are all wrapped up with this guy here. So kind of a pain in the butt, but it was a great learning experience for us. This one actually does not have a plot. So a plot meaning being able to cut it out on one of our plotters. No one has it yet. So probably just because it's a special SS There's not a lot of them made. You don't really see them on the road. You see a lot of the RSs, but not many of the SSs. So a lot more power, different front end, completely different fenders, all that stuff. So we had to cut this one completely by hand, the whole thing. And so that can be kind of time consuming, but you just take your knife and you take your time. So that pretty much wraps it up then. So 3 days, front end, hand cut this whole thing. Excellent looking color, excellent car. We appreciate the customers bringing it to us. Like, subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more awesome videos coming up, how-tos, tours of our shop, things like that, how we do different things, how we run business, and we appreciate the support and hope you tune in for more. We'll catch you later.